and welcome back to Vlogmas. If you're new here, my name is Jessica and today we're going to be making a bunch of keto goodies, just some little snacks and some sweets. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below if you want to stick around for more videos. So let's just get into it. Okay, first off, I'm going to be making some gingerbread balls, and I just want to put a big disclaimer. I am not the cook in my house whatsoever. I like to eat. I'm not a big cook, but I did used to bake in college, so I'm hoping that those skills that are a little rusty come out today, and hopefully these are delicious because I'm trying hard to make some healthy snacks for my husband and I. I will put all the exact ingredient amounts in the description down below, but we're going to start with some almond flour, some swerve, which is like a sugar replacement. You can also get like monk fruit and some of the other options, some nutmeg, some ground cinnamon, some ground ginger, salt, butter in the fridge. The recipe I'm using calls for molasses, but I went ahead and grabbed some maple syrup. Hopefully it'll be fine with that. I'll just try a little bit at a time and see how it works. This recipe is super simple, which is exactly what I like. I don't want anything too complicated and convoluted, so let's just get started. Because I am very hard-headed and, just love to challenge myself, I decided I'm not really gonna be using exact measurements on this. I'm just gonna, ballpark it. So first we're gonna start with some almond flour. Now this calls for 2 cups, but let's just guess. That's about 1 cup. That's about 2 cups. Next we need 2/3 cup of a sweetener. I'm using the Swerve sweetener. It's very popular in the keto community. Fingers crossed. Wow, that smells really sweet. Next we're going to need a teaspoon of ground ginger, and I'm gonna be very heavy-handed. No. I'm gonna be very light-handed on this because, I don't want to mess this whole thing up. Okay, that's probably way too much, so let's just stop there. Next, I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, okay, maybe, there we go, that's enough. And a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Wow, that smells like I'm gonna have to sneeze later. Then it says to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I have some Himalayan pink salt here, so we're just gonna add this. I'm gonna mix all the dry ingredients together. Wow, this smells insane. It smells very, very fragrant. Next, it says to add 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Okay, I went ahead and microwaved some butter. Maybe that's not the smartest way to do it, but hopefully it'll turn out right. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in. Oh, that looks disgusting. Okay, this looks really gross. But it's starting to smell nicer. Perhaps I just love the smell of butter. This is supposed to make a little dough, and it looks like it's actually doing that. So I didn't mess up after all. And the last step for this video is to add a little bit of maple syrup. Hopefully this doesn't mess the whole thing up. I'm using this in place of molasses, just a teeny bit. Okay, fingers crossed that didn't ruin the whole thing. Oh wow, that smells amazing. It kind of smells like a combination of a Christmas candle and pancakes. Wow, okay, I'm impressed. Can y'all hear that ASMR? The next step is to make small little balls out of these and put them in an airtight compartment for an hour in the fridge. Unfortunately, we are the anti-Tupperware in this household because growing up we both had moms that just have mountains of Tupperware, so we are like the anti-Tupperware. So I'm just gonna place them on this plate and cross my fingers. Oh my gosh, this really feels like dough. My husband's gonna be so proud of me. I made balls. Now I will be doing a taste testing here in a little bit, so fingers crossed these taste as good as they look. Ta-da! So as you can see, these are done. They kind of look like little chicken nuggets, but we're just gonna cross our fingers that these end up tasting good. I'm gonna put them in the fridge for about an hour, and then my husband and I will do a little taste test. Okay, while those are in the fridge, next up I wanted to start on some keto turtle chocolate bites, little turtle things. I am super excited for these because TBH, It's about to be that time when all I want in life is chocolate, and so hopefully these work out. I'm the most excited about these. So to start, we're gonna start with some maple syrup, some coconut oil, and some almond butter. Now you're supposed to heat this on a pot on the stove, but to go with my non-domesticated self, I don't do stove tops. I'm just deathly afraid of them, probably because I'm so short, so like the fire could come up in my face, you know? So I'm gonna do this in the microwave, and hopefully it works the same. Fingers crossed I don't light the house on fire if this can't go in the microwave. To be continued. So just like in the last recipe, I'm just gonna eyeball this recipe and see what happens. It seemed to work out fine on the last one, so fingers crossed. First, I will be needing 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Ooh, it looks like a butthole. That is gross. That's real gross. But we're just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna need a spoon. This sounds so gross. Hold on. Let me bring it in for the full effect. Oh, big mess, big mess. She's making a mess. Checking it twice. Gonna find out if I'm gonna be in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't go together, but I'm just glad my husband's not downstairs because he's about to be like, wow. I would think that this coconut oil would melt with just the heater on because it is pretty toasty in here. It is freezing cold outside today. That looks like 1/4 cup. We'll just do a handful more for good measure. Next, we need 1/4 cup of almond butter, and this almond butter is so liquidy. It does look pretty gross, not gonna lie, so we're just gonna eyeball this one as well. Oh my gosh, look at that. Can y'all see? It's literally like liquid. Okay. It's like that meme, you know, when that girl's like, and 2 shots of vodka? Okay, up next I need 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Basically 1/4 cup of all of these things. This is supposed to make kind of like a keto caramel sauce, so fingers crossed. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for about a minute and hopefully my house doesn't light on fire. I think I did it wrong because this is so liquidy. That's not what it's supposed to look like. I ended up only microwaving it for 30 seconds because I panicked. And I don't know why it's so thick. Well, I guess you're just supposed to keep stirring it, so hopefully this works. Okay, and then I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. Okay, we're just gonna let this chill, maybe marinate in itself. Hopefully it'll thicken up, but let's start the rest of it. So the recipe says you're supposed to use like a cookie sheet to put these in the freezer. Like that's a part of the process, but unfortunately my freezer is tiny. I have like one of those drawer freezers, so I know that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna attempt this with this baby cutting board. Hopefully this is a good idea. So let me line this with parchment paper. Okay, next I grabbed some pecans and I'm just gonna put them on this little parchment paper situation and pour some of this caramel on top. Hopefully it works. Okay, now it says to add the almond butter on top, but I don't know how I feel about that because my almond butter looks like water. It has the consistency of water still. As you can see, it's supposed to cool. Did I mess this part up because I microwaved it and didn't put it in the stove or on the stove? If you have any suggestions, drop it down below in a comment. Let me see what it looks like if I just pour this on top. Oh, okay, no, that looks not bad. Okay, some of this almond butter sure is runny. This doesn't look right. This does not look right. Because I'm just making it up as I go, I think I'm just gonna add some more almond butter on top to make it thicker. Because I don't think the person who made this recipe realizes that my almond butter is so liquidy. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of extra almond butter on top of some of them in hopes that it'll help the situation. I can hear the husband coming. And I can feel the disappointment in his eyes. Honey, you're messing this up. It's supposed to be turtles, but...
Most don't look like turtles.
I know! You made me sad. I'm trying to fix it.
I want to see what's the picture look like when you're trying to copy?
It told me to mix almond butter, syrup.
You know what this video should do? You make yours, and I'm gonna make the same thing and see if I can get it right.
So what we're gonna do here, because I am currently failing, is we're gonna see if Tim can do this the same way. But he hasn't been here this whole time, so he doesn't know the struggle we had with this little situation. So we're gonna see if he can fix it.
I can't fix that, but I can probably start over.
That's what I mean, but he doesn't realize the problem. So I just put some extra almond butter on half of these, and the other half are just the original. I got some laughter from the crowd over here.
Those look disgusting.
That's so rude.
I wouldn't eat those.
Make some room in the freezer.
You freeze them?
Yeah, please. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer and say a little prayer that something happens. Okay, and while those are in the freezer, I'm gonna make the chocolate topping that goes on top. So I'm gonna make the chocolate right here, and then Tim is going to attempt to recreate the same thing and see if he can fix the mess I started. Okay, because I don't know how to learn from my mistakes, I'm gonna be doing the next step also in the microwave. Hopefully this isn't the common denominator in this situation. Okay, so the next step is to mix together some chocolate chips, some dark chocolate for baking, and some coconut oil. So let me just mix that together here, and I'm gonna pop it in the microwave. So I need about 2 ounces of this. This is a 4-ounce candy bar, so I'm just gonna break it in half. It's very hard. What? I love chocolate. How much is 2 ounces?
You gotta weigh 2 ounces.
In your hand, how much is 2 ounces? Is that a lot?
No. But you can't do it in your hand.
I'm just gonna do it in my head. Is this 2 ounces? Is that too much?
Just do your thing, like. I'm betting you guys are noticing that I do the cooking in this house.
I told them you do the cooking. Now, while we're rudely interrupted by the garbage can man, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the microwave. Okay, while my stuff's in the microwave, I'm gonna let Tim attempt this all on his own. So, go for it then.
In a small pot for medium heat, add the almond butter, coconut oil, and sugar-free syrup.
Easy. Nice spoon.
I'm guessing Jessica did not stir this for you guys. You gotta stir the oil in. Did you use all the cups on it?
I didn't use any of them.
How are you measuring things? You weren't measuring anything, are you?
No.
Bring to a boil, remove from the heat, add a pinch of salt, and set aside. Kind of smells like peanut butter cookies. Alright, now that we got this for a boil, it says we need to set it to the side in a chocolate mold. In a chocolate mold for chocolates around 2 inches in size, separate the caramel mixture into 40 chocolate molds. We don't have chocolate molds. Alright, I'm going to use Pyrex for this. I'm going to let it cool in this. But before I do that, I'm going to spray this. So let's make it all into like one big bar. We'll see it. That's already starting to get thick. Did yours get thick? I don't want uneven chop here because I want some to have big bites, some to have little bites. Kind of like a rustic candy. See how it's getting thick? It's not moving. Sprinkle this over the top. Is this keto or vegetarian, Jess?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to add some like cream to make the chocolate better, I could do that?
Way to be an overachiever, Tim.
Well, you said, can I do it better? And I said yes.
I didn't say that.
So while caramels are sitting in the freezer, prepare your chocolate
You
coating.
gotta put it in the freezer now.
Did you use it? You didn't use a double boiler.
I don't know what that is.
Alright. So let me put this in the freezer. Double boiler. guessed how would you. So let's get the water boiling. Just enough to make the chocolate not so terribly tasting. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate that's super bitter. I'll take about 2 ounces is about a solid tablespoon. So the top tablespoon.
While this video was only supposed to take a couple minutes to make, it has already been an hour because I messed up and then Tim's over here redoing what I messed up. So we are finally ready to try these little bites, and what do we know? We have a little taste tester here.
I want to try it.
Come here, we're gonna try it together.
What are these?
I won't tell you until you try it. Cheers.
Oh, really hard, like a rock. It smells like maple syrup.
Not bad.
A lot of cinnamon.
I don't think it has that much cinnamon.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like a sugar cookie.
It's a gingerbread cookie.
Well, it's supposed to be gingerbread cookie though. You nailed it.
It is? Huh. To be honest, these would be a lot better if you had some chocolate.
They have a good aftertaste.
Thank you. But I think if we added just a little bit of chocolate, maybe this will taste even better.
You gonna dip it in the ganache? Oh, you should have dipped it in
Ooh,
the ganache.
that's a good idea. Mr. Gordon Ramsay over here suggested that this chocolate ganache I made for my fail of a turtle dessert, I should just dip these in it. Ooh. I already know this is gonna be good. Ready?
Stop pulling that fast enough. Go on to the back.
Damn, that's good. I just invented a whole new dessert. This is like a gingerbread cookie dough ball now. The change I would make to this is just adding the chocolate on top. Bangarang.
Bangarang? Those are some strong words. Let's see. So, pretty solidified, unlike Jessica's watery stuff. I'm just gonna take this chocolate ganache and try to pour it over the top.
Because we're not quitters in this house, I'm gonna keep attempting to see if these even work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is add a bunch on top and cross our fingers and pray to Jesus that this ends up working out. So I just wanted to show y'all the reality of the situation. This is mine, and his are all beautiful looking. Is that the most appetizing thing you've ever seen?
Kind of.
This is what they're supposed to look like.
Kind of. I didn't have a form, but it's pretty close.
His are way better than mine. Damn, those are good. The fact that there's so much pecans in it makes it taste even better. You win.
I knew I would.
Damn, that's good. Do I have another one? That's a big one. Just give me a little one.
You want a chip?
Oh my god. Looks like my dinner today is gonna be these. Highly recommend doing it the right way. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It wasn't exactly what I thought was gonna happen because clearly I failed, but at least now y'all know. You actually have to follow the directions. On the first one you don't have to. They still come out glorious, but on these ones definitely want to follow the directions. I'll add everything down below in the description. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to see my husband in more videos, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Wave bye, honey.
Oh, bye-bye.
See, it's funny. He makes fun of my treats, but now he's eating them all.
I'm so hungry.
You know they taste good. Don't lie.